Good morning, everyone, especially to our instructor. Good morning to you, ma'am. By the way, I am Juani Pimalalay. This is the continuation of Ate Marjorie's Macabenta's report, lesson 3.5, item analysis. So, let's proceed to discrimination index. Discrimination index, the power of the item to discriminate the students between those who scored high and those who scored low in the overall test. So this discrimination index happens or occurs the discriminate the even your score is high or low, there's always a discrimination. Discriminate the students between those who scored high and those who scored low in the overall test. So that's discrimination index. Next is the positive discrimination happens when more students in the upper group got the item correctly than those students in the lower group. So, where positive discrimination happens? So, the positive discrimination happens when the upper group got the item correctly, get the more item or high score than those students in the lower group. So, that's the positive discriminations. So, positive discrimination again happens when the upper group got the high score correctly or the item correctly. So the next is the negative discriminations. So the negative discriminations occurs when more students in the lower group got the item correctly than those students in the upper group. So negative discriminations happens when the lower group get the item correctly than those students in the upper group. This is reversed because while ago we discussed the positive discrimination. Positive discrimination when the upper group get the item or the test correctly, or they have a high score, right? That's positive. In the negative discrimination also, the lower group got the high score. It is a reverse. So the next is the zero discriminations. So the discriminations happen when a number of students in the upper group and lower group who answer the test correctly are equal. So the zero discriminations happens when the two groups get the item or the test correctly are equal. There is no discriminations happen. They are fair or equal because they get the score equally. That's zero discriminations. So the next is the next um wait, factors why students is fail to get the correct answer in the given questions. So there's a lot of factors uh, why students fail to get the correct answer in the given questions. First, it's not taught in the class properly. It is possible that the lesson is not taught in the class properly. Why? That's why students are fail to get the correct answer. Second, it is ambiguous. The third is the correct answer is not in the given in the options. Possible. It has more than one correct answer. It has more than one correct answer now. That's why students are failed to get the correct answer. Um, it contains grammatical clause to mislead the students. Possible that there's a lot of grammatical clues to mislead the students. Next, the student is not aware of the content. It is possible that the students is not aware of the content. Yes, of course, because it is factors. So it's written there that it is a factor why students are failed to get the correct answer in the given questions. Next is the students were confused by the logic of the questions because it has double negatives. But if you are going to study your lesson, there's no exceptions or what's that reason why you're not gonna get the correct answer. You know, you cannot you cannot confuse the double negatives because you already studied your lesson. You know what's the correct answer of that. Next is the last is the students fail to study the lesson. Yes, that's one of the factors that is more valid of the factors why students are failed to get the correct answer in the given questions. Students are not uh they're not study in the lesson, of course, because they're lazy to study the lessons. Next, we have miscade items. So, miscade items, the test item is a potential miscade if there are more students from the upper group who choose the incorrect options than the K. Yes, that's the miscade items if the upper group choose the incorrect options than the K. That's the result of miscade items. So, let's proceed to guessing items. Students from the upper group have equal spread of choices among the given alternatives. The students from the upper group guess their answer because of the following reasons. So, guessing items um, happen from the upper group have equal spread of choices among the given alternatives. The students from the upper group guess there because of the following reasons. So there's a lot of reasons ahead of them. So here are the reasons. The content. Wait. So, so the content of the test is not discussed in the class or in the test. So that's the reason. Second, that item is very difficult. That's the reason of guessing items. Then the third, the questions is trivial. Then the fourth is ambiguous item. That's ambiguous item. That's the reason of guessing items. Students from the upper group have equal spread of choices among the given alternatives. The students from the upper group guess their answer because of the following reasons. So those reasons that I will dictate, that's the reason of why students are going to guess the their answer. Next is ambiguous items. This happen when more students from students from the upper group choose equally and incorrect options and the keyed answer. So that's ambiguous item. So that's all my report. Thank you for listening.